Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Iowa Live here on CW Iowa 23. Very excited to have two wonderful guests joining us in the living room right now, Paul and Kathy Teason, who are here to talk about a very serious topic that we all need to be thinking about, not only this month and beyond, but welcome, both of you.
Thank
so
you.
good to see you here and together. It's always wonderful because, Kathy, you've been so great about spreading the message. We call it deployment diaries of what one does when their loved one is away and doing their call to duty, so to speak, that we honor and love so much. And again, thank you for your service, sir, and everything you've done for our great country. But you're back together again and continuing to do some incredible work. So, Paul, catch us up because you've been a busy man, sir.
I just real quick. I got back in June.
Because you were serving where?
I was serving in Afghanistan for about 10 months. And then I switched and had to go to War College and graduated U.S. Army War College in July. And then shortly after that, I took a couple trips and then took command over a brigade as a full vert colonel in Madison, Wisconsin. So things have not slowed down, actually.
Nope.
They've actually got a little bit more chaotic, but I'm settling back in. I'm kind of reintegrating and trying to get this program up to speed again.
Absolutely.
And get it in the right direction, the way we need to go with it.
So you are now a full colonel,
yes,
correct? So
yes,
we have
correct.
to address you the proper way, sir.
Sir is appropriate.
Sir is appropriate. Okay, thank you, thank you. And let's talk about that program, something that you first came to us with because of an incredible passion that you have, and that's suicide prevention.
Yes. So I was a Des Moines police officer here at one point, and I've been through the military about 37 years now. I'm going to hit my 30, start my 38th in December. Wow. And I've seen a lot, done a lot, but what I've realized is I just have a passion for people, and because of the things that I've seen in my life, and not all nice, I'm able to relate to a lot of different individuals and what they're going through, and we're kind of chaotic in our world right now, in many different aspects. Some people think it's more than others, but it doesn't really matter your perspective of what appears. What matters is that we need to get together and care for each other, because we need to stop and take a moment and say, are you okay? You okay? Everything good? And relationship is truly the key to this.
I love that idea. No matter who you are, what you've been through in life, sometimes we just have to say we need to take care of one another.
Right.
And are you okay? Right. And that's something you've brought up before with us when you've been on our program.
Yes.
It can be as simple as just asking the question and meaning it. Yeah. Are you okay?
Are you okay? Mm-hmm. And that opens the door for dialogue. That opens the door for potential relationship or. I'm not saying put yourself in harm's way, obviously, but if we get to know each other in your circle that you live in, it just spreads to other circles because everybody knows somebody else. And if we do this, it'll be effective across the world at some point. And you're not going to catch everybody, obviously. I'm not naive enough to know that there aren't bad people in this world. But what I'm saying is we have to get to the point where we decrease this specter of suicide.
Do you have any comment on the fact that in the headlines right now we're hearing first responders, the numbers are kind of outrageous right now when it comes to suicide. Of course, you have the military connection. Yeah. What is your comment on that right now that we're hearing in the headlines?
The stress is very similar. Stress is stress, but it can be increased and exacerbated by what you do, what you see. You can't undo what you see. And some people think that if I'm just a tough guy, then I'm just going to suck it up and drive on, and I'm not going to take care of it or maybe talk to somebody about it, which is the absolute wrong thing to do.
Right.
Bottling things up only causes it to come out later in some other way. If you compare like divorce rates to first responders, they're higher than the national average most of the time. Suicide rates, alcoholism, smoking, all these kind of behaviors that coincide with coping mechanisms that are not healthy. So what needs to occur is you need to take an inventory of yourself at some point and say, where am I going with this? And that doesn't always happen just consciously. You know, somebody may have to intervene at some point.
As I say, those are all triggers that maybe we can
Right.
pay attention to and recognize and call upon
Yeah.
to see if they need assistance. Now, you've been a part of a program, Suicide Prevention Program Director
Right.
with the Army Reserve.
Correct.
Now, permanent position, correct? Talk
Correct.
about what has evolved over the last 6 years.
So what has evolved is it started as an idea,
Right.
How do we affect change, and then over the last 6 years it's gone from a training model to still training, but how do we identify risk, and now what we're getting to is we're getting to programs that identify risk
Okay.
a little bit better than we have, and everything evolves. It takes time to understand this, because there is no tip of the spear to this. You know, what affects you, what affects her, what affects me are all different things. Triggers happen in all different people, you know, and you don't really know what's going to set them off or what's compounded in their life. You see what I mean? And so there isn't just one, like, you know, magic wand and we're just going to fix this thing. That's not how it works. That's why I circle back to the word relationship. You can never tell when somebody changes unless you know who they are. So if you have a baseline of the person that you got to know, then you're going to know when something isn't right.
Right.
And that's the only way you're going to identify the signs. You can go to all these websites and find out what the signs and symptoms are, but unless you know who the person is, you know, and something about them and that kind of interactivity, you're just going to guess, where you can get kind of closer to the problem if you begin to know them. And I just think we need to do this a little bit better. And this is kind of where I'm focusing on family,
Okay.
military, and civilians, because we all work together. And what affects the soldier affects the other two. It's kind of like mind, body, spirit, and emotions. If your mind's not working right, then your body's not really going to work right. It's the same thing with family. If the soldier is having difficulties and on, it's gonna spill over to the family. So we need to have programs in the family too, and bring them in and connect all these things together and synchronize them, so we can get after this thing rather than just trying to hit the ones and twos. Because it's kind of like whack-a-mole. You know, you just kind of go around, oh, that pops up, there we go.
Yeah, we all need to work together and get that relationship going. And also just being aware, Kathy, it can be a huge way. And you started something many years ago that's kind of having some fun on social media and is spurring a lot of attention from kids to adults to animals I've even seen posting. What are we talking about?
The Pucker Up Challenge.
Yes, the Pucker Up Challenge. And now how can we do that with Suicide Prevention Month, of keeping that awareness going within our families, within our friends? What can we be doing to keep that awareness going?
Well, we're just asking people to do their best duck lips, and the way that came about is I am horrible at doing duck lips. I practice and practice, can't get it down like those young kids that post, but I thought, you know, I look so silly doing it, that'll draw attention to it, and then people say, well, why are you doing that?
Right.
And then that gets people talking, because suicide is not a comfortable thing to talk about. Whether you know somebody who did it, whether you're thinking about it yourself, whatever reason, it breaks the wall down and it gets you talking about it, just like any other challenge you put aware. Well, what's this challenge for? Well, it's for suicide awareness, and then people start talking about the things. Oh, well, yeah, I know somebody. I get more emails after the posts are up. I know somebody, what should I do? And I'm not a subject matter expert, so I refer them to my husband, or I refer them to the resources that I have. But we'd love for everybody to take part in it. We want it to go viral like the Ice Bucket Challenge, and it's already gone all over the United States. It's no longer just local, which is amazing.
It is amazing.
But if you want to partake, do your duck lips.
Do your best lips looking, as we've been showing you various photos. So what do people need to do so we can keep this going and going? Yes.
Take a picture, post it on Facebook, acknowledge that this is for Suicide Awareness Month. Challenge your friends, just like you did on the Ice Bucket Challenge. Challenge 4 or 5 other friends to do the same thing, and make sure that when you post it that you put hashtag Kiss Suicide Goodbye.
Kiss Suicide Goodbye. I love that idea. Paul, before we go, since this is Suicide Prevention Month, we're trying to get the conversation started here this morning on Iowa Live. If people, maybe they're in a situation of thinking about it, know someone, maybe hearing the trigger points and saying, I need to check in with someone, what's the best advice you can give before we go?
The best advice I can give is just be genuine. You know, genuine care and concern goes a long way. Don't just check a block. Actually come to someone and have that caring heart and say, look, I'm really concerned about you, your friend or a coworker. You know, is everything okay? Hey, let's get some coffee, or let's go out to lunch or something. Because sometimes people are just lonely, and you just don't know. But you may have just saved their life. You know, being observant of what's around you is very, very important. Get your nose out of your phone, you know, and observe those around you,
Yeah.
and begin to interact with each other a little bit better, and understand that, hey, I may be that person that pulls them off the bridge. You know, I may be that person that just by my simple act of buying them a cup of coffee and hanging out with them for a while gave them another day of life,
Yeah.
or a week or a month. And if we can get to this, our world's going to be a lot better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you both for joining us
Thank
today
you.
and
Thanks.
spreading this incredible message. Remember, just by asking, are you okay? Can we talk? You can make the world a difference. Don't forget to hashtag Kiss Suicide Goodbye. Take the Duck Lips Challenge. Post it on all the social media platforms so we can keep this going for Suicide Prevention Month. You're watching I Will Live here on CWI with 23. We'll be back. Finish